everyone, Angela here. Welcome back. I hope that you guys have all had a wonderful weekend. I know in America it was Memorial Day, and in the UK we also had a bank holiday, so I've enjoyed an amazing long weekend. Back again today to share with you another episode in putting this journal together, and I just want to say thank you so much to every single one of you who have left me comments or have watched this and really left the most positive and lovely compliments and encouragement. I thank each and every one of you. It is just so lovely to hear that you're enjoying this process and the kits, which is really a big wow. Thank you guys. Couldn't have done this without you, really couldn't. Now, just to show you, we're going to do a couple of pages. One is really quick, so I thought I'd do another one as well, so that's what we're going to do today. Just to remind you that we do have a playlist. This is called the Floral Folly journal, so you'll find all the things that I use and make in this journal in that playlist. All right, so please have a look in the description box below, the little V on your phone, or see more just below the video. That's where you'll find that description box, and when you click on that, it'll drop down a wealth of information for you there as well. Okay, that's where I leave all the links and information. Right, now this is the cover, as you know, and that is in the playlist. That's our first page. That's the page directly opposite this page. This is what we did last week, so we've got our tag in there, and it's wrapped around the page, and we did this little bit on that side, so that's where we are at the moment. That's the page directly opposite, and the very next page here is this page. So I'm going to show you what to do on this page. Then we've got this one, which is a pocket. So this page and the one behind are only printed on one side. As you can see, I've just inked the edge there on both sides. Then I have sewn this page to that page, and we have a pocket in there which you can put things in, and I'll talk about that later on. All right, so that's we're going to be looking at this page. This is the pocket page, and we're going to have a look at this page, the other side of the pocket. I've got two vintage floral books pages here. You can take any book pages you might have. And then the opposite page is a nice lacy digital page, which is also one of my digitals, and I will leave that in the description box below. This comes from the tea, avocado and lace pages. All right, so that's what we're going to be looking at today. Right, I'm going to get to it so we don't make this too long. If you know about these pages, this is the digital page kit. I've also got an add-on kit, and in that kit I had a number of pockets. So pockets, tags, various things. I have folded them up like this, and the one I'm going to use today is actually this one here. So it matches with this bit over here. So that's the pocket that I folded ready to use, and I am going to stick that on over there. So I'm going to show you a few things that I do just to enhance the page and enhance the pocket, and then you could use this in here, and of course do the same with any other pockets you make for any other journal as well. So that's what we're going to start off, and this is the quick bit. So what I've done here first of all is I've got two of my die cuts. So this is from the Sizzix Tim Holtz Thinlits range. I have got these in my Amazon favorites, and the link for the Amazon favorite tools that I use, which includes all of these, can also be found in the description box below. So I'm going to stick these down flat to the page before I stick my pocket down. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do there first of all. So the glue I'm using is my art glitter glue, because it's got that nice fine point, and again, all of these bits and bobs can be found in my Amazon favorites, because I do get a lot of people asking me about the glue I use, what I use, paper I use, all sorts of things, and I have got that information in there for you. So instead of waiting for me to get to your comment, you can find the answer right in there, and it's great. Even if you don't want to order from Amazon, you know, it's not saying that you must. It gives you a lot of the information. All right, so that's a good thing to note. Right, I'm going to have that about there, and I'm just sort of positioning this. I'm going to stick that up that side. We have had the best weather, and I did get a bit of sun, so I'm changing from lily white to white on the skin. So yeah, not anywhere near the golden point yet. So good to have a bit of sunshine, isn't it? Lift the spirits. So what a lucky weekend we had with the weather. Right, now I'm going to stick, I think I'm just keep gauging what I'm doing, and I want these flat so they're not going to aggravate the papers and things that I might, the tags and the pieces of ephemera that I'm going to put in here. Now that is going to be stuck down. I've also got a piece of lace, so just a piece of lace that I'm going to stick just underneath this. So it's a case of just positioning that. Okay, so that's pretty much where I'm going to do it. Probably going to use my 3-in-1 beacon glue, and we're just going to put it directly on this lace. And again, with this point, it's so easy. It does make it far finer to use and not so gloopy. So I can't complain about that. No complaining at all, which is good from me. Right, so there we go. So this page is going to be pretty quick. Now with these pockets, I just stick along the edge here and this piece here so that your papers and things can slide underneath that, which is lovely. Then I'm just positioning this where I want it. So I'm going to just gauging it here. I quite like the lace stuck underneath like that. Alright, so there we go. Oh, just need to chop that little bit off. There we go. Just make sure it's all stuck down nicely. There we go. Right, so we've just got that sort of in the background, and it's not going to impede or stop anything there. Now I've just made a little cluster here, so I've just taken a little piece of doily, little scrappy bits that I've had from sari ribbon, and some a little bit of eyelash trim, a little scrap really. These are scraps, and I've put them underneath here with a little tiny piece of cheesecloth strands, and I've just sewn a button on there, if you can see. So that's what I've done there. I'm going to position that just off the edge of this here. Don't be afraid to decorate beyond the edges of things. All right, and then I've just got a word here, cultivate, which comes from my text sheet, and then I've stuck it on a little scrap, a creamy scrap, and I'm going to position these somewhere along here, somewhere. I was going to put that there, but I don't want it away from this bit here. So let's stick these two down quickly. So we'll do this one first. Now I'm not going to make any ephemera to go into this pocket yet. I usually do that at the end. So let's just check that again. Yeah, I wanted half on the pocket and half on the lace. And that sort of brings the lace, it sort of brings it together. And then I'm going to just use my Fabri-Tac. I think there's Fabri-Tac in here, not 3-in-1, but you know, they're pretty much the same. And I'm going to just stick that on the end here, like that. Okay, so I've got one more thing to do, one more, and then this page is finished. So we'll let that dry for a minute. Yeah, that's all looking great. Okay, and then one more thing to do here. Let's just put that in there. And this is just for Maggie. Just for you, Maggie. You know who you are. Right, so I've got one of my little butterflies, and I'm going to just stick that over there and just see which position I want it. Do I want it to go that way? I think so, because I don't want the wings to go too far off the page. I could have put it up there, but then we're not necessarily going to see it, so it's going to go at the bottom here. Okay, now I'm just putting the glue on halfway across the body to up to that point and that point. I'm going to stick it over here so it's flying that way, and then what I'm going to do is, let's see if I can find my dimensional tape somewhere. Yes. Oh, gosh. So I've got my dimensional tape. It's called Artimo. So I'm just going to cut off 2 bits there like that, little bits. And again, you can find those bits on my Amazon favorites page. I'm just sticking the bit underneath the one wing that's not quite stuck down. And if I can get the backing off, we can then just do that. So I take that, stick that sticky side just to the underneath of the wing, maybe a little bit further up. There we go. And then I'm going to take the back off and stick that over. Now what it's done is, and I don't know if you can see that, I'll try and lift it up so you can, it's just given a little bit of dimension, so it's not quite sitting down, so you've got a bit of lift, but it's not going to add too much bulk. So hopefully you can see that there. All right, okay, so we've got a little pocket page there. You can stick a little bead or something, or pearl on the body if you want. This is all ready now to put pieces of ephemera in there. All right, so we'll get to decide what we want to put in there a little later. That's our pocket page. Right, so I'm going to turn over and we're going to do this page now. So what I'm going to do here, I'll just leave that to the side, and I need to put this glue pin in. This glue pin comes from Audrey Harris from Crafty Audrey on Etsy, if you guys wanting to know, and I do love it. It's really, really useful. Okay, so what I want to do here is I'm going to use again some pieces from the add-on kit, and I'm just grabbing them over here. So I just grab these bits. First thing I did was I cut out a piece of the doily digital, and I'm going to put this on here. So I'm going to use it like that. All right, and I'm going to put that onto the page like that. I'm going to stick that down straight away. So let's do that, because I don't need to do anything there. This is going to form the base of my next project. So as I said, I'll have all of these. I'm going to use the other one. I'm not going to faff with that. I think I must have got some kind of fiber or something in that glue, because this particular bottle keeps getting clogged up for some reason, and I don't know what it is. Right, so we'll use the other. Okay, so I've got that. The rounded edge is going to be this side, so I'm going to just stick that right down like that, evenly from the top and the bottom. Okay. And I love how the lace is coming into this. Now what I've done is I have taken some kitchen roll, the core, and I flattened it. All right, and I've cut this into 2 sizes, 2 pieces that match up with the little pockets that you get that look like this. I've just stuck this on here. You get pockets. I think I've got these ones, and I have another one, but that one is pink like that. I've cut those out, and I have measured off the kitchen roll, because that's what they're for, to go onto the top of this. And then you'll see it's got a half circle where you cut that out, which I've done. All right, so cut the piece of out the add-on kit, and then measure how long you need and cut that off there, and then you've got another piece for the other side. So you want 2 of these. Now this one is in the kit itself, so I have cut that out. And then what I did was I took this page from the kit, and you can see it's got something similar to that over there, right? And then I cut the picture for the other one, which was this side over there. Okay, so we're going to have both of those like that. So that one's going to end up going around there. This one is the cut one I've just measured from this one here. I've cut it out, and here's my piece of kitchen roll core. What I did was I slit the side. Now, if your kitchen roll is too wide, you can slit the excess off. All right, so that's great. And then I have the piece that's going to go over there like that. And I like it that it's open like this first of all. If yours is the exact size, you don't need to do this. I've then taken a scrap that I had, and I'm just going to stick that down there so that the effect will be like that when you see it closed. So I'm going to stick this down. I've done the other one, but I've kept this one. Oh, this glue's not working. I'm going to have to change bottles with that. I'll just stick with this one today. Okay, so we are going to just glue the little scrappy bit like that. Oops, sorry. And I'm going to just stick this at the top here. All right, make sure it goes to the edge like that. All right, so it's to the edge. And then we're going to take the other bit that we've cut out. So this will apply to both of the pieces. And we're going to just put the glue on there like that. Okay. And then I'm going to, I did obviously, once you've stuck this bit on, then you can go and cut the toilet roll or the kitchen roll. If you've got toilet rolls, use them, you know, whatever you have. Go like that, and then you can see the shape of what needs to be cut out there. All right, so we've got 2 of these now that are going to go side on, but they're different pictures, so that's lovely, but they match. Then I've taken my little text words from my typewriter text. I've stuck it onto a scrap, and then of course the brown paper, which looks like this, so the nice sepia sheet, and I have just put this onto that scrappy creamy piece and the word on top, and I'm going to just stick this onto the top of this one as well. Right, so I think with this one I'm going to stick it down here. Okay, so we've got grace and we've got kindness like that, so that'll end up going there. So we're not done yet. Okay, and now what I've done is I managed to go, and this is a ribbon, this beigey one at the back here. This is from Plum Boutique. I liked it. It's not white, and I didn't want white, so this is like a lovely beige. And what I've done is I have threaded this seam binding through here. This is just seam binding. Okay, I'm going to put this underneath, so we're going to be doing something like this, and I'll glue that in a minute. That will then position at the top there, and that will then position itself like that. Okay, so that's what we are going for here. So let's get that all stuck down. So I'll probably speed this up while you watch me glue this down. We'll see how we go. But the first thing I need to do is get my sharp scissors. So I want to just cut off the end here. I'll keep all those scrappy bits. And now I want to see how long I need to do this before I cut it off at the top here. So I need to do it over here. So we'll do that like that. Okay, like that. And I'm going to put it through the middle. And I just like that it picks up the creams and the beiges, and it adds a little bit of peach. So we are going to, you can use double-sided tape to do this. Let's do that. That's probably easier. So I'm going to put double-sided tape on the back of this in 2 strips. So we'll do that. Get that over on that side. Now the way I threaded this through this ribbon was just by using a paper clip through the ribbon, which worked and works, and it really does the job very quickly. Now I'm going to pull the back of this off before I do the next bit, I think. So let's just see if I can manage to do this. So bear with me. There we go, that wasn't too painful. Right, now I'm ready to do the next piece. Now I'm going to just stick this pretty much through the center. So we'll go, good thing about this, it does come off if you haven't quite got it where you want it. So I need it a little higher. So there we go, like that, and then straight down. So there we go, that's stuck down. Okay, that's really pretty, I like that. And now we can stick down our little pockets. Now what I'm going to do before I do that is I just want to stitch around the edge here. Guys, you don't have to, you can put a thin bead of glue or double-sided tape along there and stick them together, but I do like to have the stitched effect, so I'm going to just stitch along the edges there really quickly before I stick that down. All right, so I'll see you back here. Okay, so I'm done, and you can see I've just stitched around the edges there like that. And that's just to close it, and I do like the look of that. So I'm going to just position these now and get those stuck down, and that's pretty much where I want them. I have put this one slightly higher because it's straight there, so I've got that one closer to the top, and I'm leaving that one showing the little scalloped edge at the bottom there. So I'm going to stick those down quickly, and I think, yeah, I'll use the fabric tack. Okay everyone, so you can see I've stuck these down, and what I will do is after I finish this recording I will stick a heavy book on the top here just to make sure that it dries nicely and flat. Okay, because we've got this bit in the middle, it's not keen to do so, so we will carry on with that. Now it's just a case of putting some tags in there, which I have done. So you can see I've taken the tags from the actual add-on kit here, so I've chosen to use these two. Now what you can see here is I have added on some Tim Holtz, some of the garden greens and wildflower dyes, the smaller ones that I like to use. And then I've added a butterfly on here, and this one was already on there. I've just added these 3 bits there, and then these 2 bits here. All right, I have then taken the tag and backed it onto the peachy polka dot paper, which comes with the kit, which is that one. And then I've just stitched around it, which you don't have to do the stitching. All right, and then I've just put in some eyelets and then some sari ribbon that matched at the top there. So don't be afraid to dress up your tags. I like to do that. Okay, so I'm going to slide this one over here into this pocket here, hopefully. So let's just get that in there. That's going to go into there. Right, and then this one will go into the bottom one here. So that's what's going to happen there. All right, so we've got those and the little bits sticking out the side of the journal, which is lovely. And as I said, I will put a book on here to make sure it lies flat. Now I've got these 2 pages here, which I'll just antique book pages. These come from the Observer books, so that's going to go there. And then on this piece here, ever so quickly, what I have done is I have used an envelope that I made, and I have got a tutorial on how I did this. You will have seen me do this with book pages and the floral images from my digital. Here we've got everything going on here, and then on this side again, some butterflies, some floral images, and some sari ribbon and lace. So I've used one of these. I thought it was perfect just to brighten up this page. So that's going to go over there like that, and I've got a little paper clip that I'm just going to put over the envelope to keep it in place. So now when you look at it, you can see we've got some nice layers going on here. We've got the lacy bit there, we've got some real lace, some book pages, and these pockets on that page there. And then when you flip over, that's going to match perfectly with what you've got going on here as well. All right, so it's all coming together. That's what we've done today with the pockets. Don't forget to put something on that just to make sure it dries nice and flat. You've got your pocket in the middle here, which we're able to store things in. And we've done this little pocket as well today. All right, so go and have a look at the playlist if you haven't caught up with anything that we did from last time. And of course, if you want to see how to make these little envelopes that I've just shown you, please, I will put that link in the playlist there, so go and have a look at that there. All right, so it's coming on really nicely. We are going to carry on with the next pages, which will probably be this section, the very next time I see you. So thank you everybody so much for joining me. I love how this has turned out, and I am so excited to see that you guys are enjoying following along with me as well. I so appreciate that. It's just wonderful. We're all going to have a lovely journal at the end of this, I promise. Okay, so leave your comments if you'd like to, or just like the video. That's also wonderful. And I'll see you all in the very next video. Bye bye everybody.